he just always felt comfortable with the regular, helmet that didn't cover his full face. Then on top of that, there's it wasn't a requirement for you to wear this thing called a Hans device. It basically looks like a neck pillow, and it just connects to the helmet, so your head doesn't move.
But it won't be rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was those two things. So his head moved forward, and he didn't have that full face helmet. And yeah, he cracked his skull on the steering wheel.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's kind of like the sad thing too. Like it takes that type of shit like to start really thinking about precautionary stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So they ended up, requiring you to wear the full face helmet and the Hans device and all that. In order for you to race. And yeah.
You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy.
Because that shit.
Yeah, Jay Paint lose to the Cardinals, X.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really awful. But yeah, that shit was ugly.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Cause with a race car, you sit pretty close to the damn steering wheel. So.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you ever watch the NASCAR or Formula One or any of those racing things, the steering wheel is damn near your chest. Because you wouldn't be able to withstand doing that if the steering wheel was away from you like a normal car. Your shoulders would be done. Yeah, your shoulders would be done.
Gotta pick that off.
Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Yeah. Think about all like the lateral G-forces that is against you while you're driving at that speed for you to turn that wheel lane.
Fuck me.
Ugly, so.
Once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes.
What?
Right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right.
Oh shit.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Maybe.
Well, CD, a lot
I'm
of
not.
times like to separate speed and quickness. They've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing now is
Fuck me. Okay. Thought I'd get better separation.
inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Yeah.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Oh, well. That's awesome.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback.
Why did I do that, man? Just stick work.
As he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal.
Nah, fuck that up.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, and sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big
the original YOLO.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage,
I'm back. My food came.
Hey, what are we eating?
Not a damn thing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh, come on, man.
Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Fucking Germany, their roads are insane. You go out there for driving, like racing and shit. Ooh.
Oh my goodness, I missed. Oh well.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
I probably had some other chicken.
A bullet in there for the completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides.
I'm glad the game dumbed out, and when I tried to slide, it just stopped.
16-yard gain. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Kansas City. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Is the roof open? It has to be, cause now that I think about it, cause I kicked it out of the end zone the first quarter, and he kicked it, and I kicked it short here. And he kicked it short as well. Shit open.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish. Okay, my bad. And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
I was late. I had other options.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mahomes firing complete. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw.
I fucked that play up.
Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Fuck, I had them wide open and I threw it too damn late.
That time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact.
Oh my goodness.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes.
This game is ass. This game is ass.
All the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL,
This game is trash.
coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of...
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late in the half.
X, did you see? Are you watching the game?
Give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been there.
Check that as a no.
He's not watching, but I just got a catch off of a tip I shouldn't have got.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Caught by Cobb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. To the air again, Prescott.
¿Quién va a hacer la comida?
Left side complete. That's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. It's a foot race. And he brings it back. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Wow.
This first half has
He should have ran out of bounds.
offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone,
Alrighty,
that's a
how you enjoying
defense's
the season?
dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're
I gotta get better at using.
So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott.
Come on, man. Damn, they nerfed the hell out of linebackers.
Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting away. Well, let's Let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass.
X, did you see that?
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton
He had 7 seconds left, had used his timeout, and he tried to get another play, didn't run out of bounds, and got rocked, and I got a fumble 6 to end the half.
Prescott from the gun on third. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
What?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't strike.
Yeah, you obviously haven't been watching because there was one play. Damn. It was one play I got down the field. Like, I was already driving, and then I got a tip catch with Hardman, and that basically gave me the touchdown. Ran it in. Like, yeah, this game.
They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a bad strip animation.
Ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that's Dillon.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton.
I'm ass. I'm ass with the stick.
For a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not all.
You talking about me? That last play? Yeah, I'm ass with the stick. Like, yeah, don't run. That was big yards.
Now a handoff looking right.
Van Der Esch.
Cross midfield into Cowboy territory.
Yep. I run, but I just like that hasn't been my MO in all like the Madden when I did play.
Philosophy at this point going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to
Damn, I thought I made him miss.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Destroy truck.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Damn, I gotta lead that. That's gotta be led.
It's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver.
I gotta lead that. That was ass.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. About 3 yards there to the 27.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that
Fuck, man.
come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, that's way better.
To throw is Prescott. It'll hit
Damn.
the route. That's caught by Cooper.
Good read.
It'll slip across the 35.
I was looking at Zeke.
And a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Prescott. And that'll be
Pick that off.
incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Open man is Cantrell. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking middle, and that's
Oh, well, come on, man.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. We're going to 54. Why 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He holds on to it, though? All right.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 16-yard line.
Was Madden back to being Madden, man?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's Prescott.
Give me that. This game is.
End zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys claw one back.
There's no way in hell.
Right here for the point after.
No way in hell. There's no way in hell.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Ah, man, 'cause, like, granted, I'm up, but like, I can't be too upset because some bullshit has happened in this game that favored me. Like, I'm not call a spade, but I'm like, yo, I'm all on that route. I understand linebackers were a nightmare in the past, but my goodness, man, there's like no way in hell he made that throw.
And some space here.
And I'm out. I should be out.
And he's loose again.
My second kick return.
Way in for a Kansas City
And it was by the way we talked about Wizzle.
Kick return as his guys
Yeah, the juke.
continue to put this one out of reach.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Is it crowded?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Oh yeah, on a Saturday. Thank you, Lee.
Knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play.
I keep forgetting.
Back now in Arlington.
How many people? Like, is that the major mall of San Antonio?
For the 4th quarter, a very one-sided affair. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott.
Thank you, Rook.
Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right.
Oh, you're not a rookie anymore. Young.
Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well,
And he'll give it here to his running back.
yeah, man.
Covington, 6th-round pick in 2018.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring
Sound like an old man whistle.
On 2nd down, Dillon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Did I stay in bounds? No, I didn't.
To run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball. At this
Damn.
rate.
Oh, what are you doing?
In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On the draw, here's Peyton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense.
I forgot you can't really chew
They were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice
to,
to see
you gotta
stop.
kill the time, so gotta wait for kicking. Like to kick the field goal, it doesn't run off automatically for good reason. Like if you chew in the clock.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22.
All right, Rook.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
X factor now, right?
Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
I just know he's X factor now. That's all I'm saying.
From the 31, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the
trying to think, do I have my time right?
Big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches,
yeah, I got it.
why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, The loss will them them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.